Got something right with the
Michael, I can shut off the.
Okay, if I have one of these water stuff.
Yeah.
Get the cold one. Well, get a non-cold one.
Well, it's okay if I
Remember.
get.
Get what you need. Get what you need.
Okay, I just gotta ask.
Well, someone that's in Hebrew, teach you. Yeah, well, that's why it's good to take notes.
Esta casa es su casa.
And I'm gonna say
Gracias.
Tengo como
Muy
quiere.
amable.
stuff, so I'm gonna
Eso es muy amable.
Sí. Con chile.
Con queso y chile.
Sí. Mejor con queso.
También.
All right.
Are you tapping?
Sí.
Okay.
You got a Bible?
I don't carry one with me. I have to carry my laptop, but my app's not synced. It's working all the time.
Okay. Anybody?
Just go ahead and count. I can carry my phone.
Anybody have an extra Bible?
Negative.
Can you check back there and see if there's an extra Bible?
Only my one.
What is that? That looks like a Bible.
Chess.
It's not a Bible.
Chess.
It is, but it's not gonna.
What is this? A church building with no extra Bibles?
Okay, we are in lech lecha.
Amen.
Say lech
Lech.
Lecha.
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 Haven't even started the teaching and already it's tough. Lech lecha.
Excuse me. Here, someone wanted to do this.
Okay, lech lecha is in Genesis 12. 12:1. Now the Lord said to Avram, lech lecha, ma'artzecha, umi'oladetecha. It's a tough one. The Lord said to Avram, now it's translated go forth, but it's in Hebrew lech lecha, which is not go forth. It's not.
No.
I'm going to talk about that.
Go and get up out of
Get
here.
going out, go forth.
Go and get out of here.
Go, you
I'm
go.
gonna pray before we study the word.
That's a
Just-
great
just ask.
idea.
Okay, go ahead. It's fine.
Go
Well,
for
I'd
it.
rather just do it the Hebrew way.
Oi.
What do you
You know
mean?
that phrase in Hebrew that you pray before you read the
Before
word?
you.
Oh, yeah.
Before study.
Yeah.
Good morning,
First-
Greg.
first-
Here,
Isn't that in here?
Well, Dan, do you know it?
I have the Siddur, yeah.
Yeah.
And Michael?
What page is it?
It's gonna be in this Siddur.
Hola.
Oh,
I know it's in this Siddur.
it's in the
I
paper one.
don't know it.
Yeah.
We triumph.
Oh God, to find it.
Right? It should be towards the beginning, no?
It's no, it is, but it's not.
Oh.
Is that table falling down?
Yes.
Oh,
Check the things at the bottom.
It's me.
When you move it,
That whole thing needs to be pulled
Oh,
out.
yeah.
yeah.
Very
There you go.
You need to move
But
the
it's
chair.
in there.
Returning
All the way up.
blessing of the half Torah.
That was good.
I don't
Okay, here it
know.
is. Here it is.
What page?
La sok b'divrei Torah. That's what she wants.
Yeah. What page?
Baruch atah
Ta Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Lord our King of the universe, who has sanctified
Sanctify
us.
us, set us apart by your established things, and charged us to immerse ourselves in the words of
Amen.
Torah. Lasok means to, it actually means to kiss, to wet,
Really?
to wet yourself.
That should be easy to remember like a soap.
Soak, like to soak the Torah, exactly.
No,
right.
that's good.
The word, when Isaac went to meet his wife, Rivka, it says he started crying.
Yes.
He kissed her. He lasoked. And it is the word to water. It's the word to water. That's the word to kiss.
Oh,
See?
okay.
Kind of like washing, like a washing, a husband should wash his wife with the word.
Well, I was thinking more of like being vavoso.
Oh, God, please.
I'm just saying.
Right?
Just saying.
You licked her all over.
Yes, lasok, to wet, to water.
If I lick her, she's mine.
Like,
Okay,
you get
let's go to Genesis chapter 12, verse 1. Lech lecha. And it's, like I said, it's translated in English, go forth, but it's really not go forth. It's really not go forth.
Dan?
So I'm going to, thank you very much. I'm going to say go forth just for the sake of saying something. Go forth from your country, from your brothers, from your family, and from your father's house. Now, when it says your relatives, it's from your birthplace. It's the word molad, which is birth. So, listen to the words again. Lech lecha, whatever that means, from your land and from your birth. That's what it says in Hebrew. From your land and from your birth. And from your father's house. To the land that I will show you. So, where was Abraham born? Ur. Okay. Where are they living right now when God is saying this? Do you know?
No.
Okay, go back to the beginning, to the end of chapter 11, in last week's Torah portion. I need my glasses. Verse 30. Sarai was barren. She had no child. So he's already married to Sarai. And then in verse 31, Terah, that's Avram's father. Chapter 11, verse 31. We backed up a little bit. And Terah took Avram his son and Lot, son of Haran, his grandson. Haran is Abram's brother. So Terah takes Haran and his son Lot, and Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Avram's wife, and they went out together from Ur of the Chazdim in order to enter the land of Canaan. Who was leading them to the land of Canaan?
Terah?
Isn't that a trip? Did you ever see that before?
I know. When I read this the other day, it was like, gosh.
You never saw that before, huh?
No, I mean, it never.
I just saw this year too.
Yeah, I didn't. I
For the
just
first
thought it was
time.
Abraham.
Yeah.
I'm going,
Yeah, I always thought it was Abraham too. So it's not Avram who led everybody. God said to him, go to Canaan. He did, but before that, his father Terah said, let's all go to Canaan. I don't know. So they're on their way to Canaan, the promised land, not promised yet. But why in the world did Terah want to take them to Canaan? Did you ever think about that? Why did Terah want to take them to Canaan?
Well, the thought of Canaan is also a place of business or merchandise.
Yes,
It had been,
but I think it was the Holy Spirit putting that into the family. Because later on, well, I'll say why in a bit. Later on, why I believe that. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
oh,
So,
okay, because Prince
they went out together from Ur of the Chazdim in order to enter the land of Canaan. They went as far as Haran and they stopped. So they are in Haran, which is Syria, by the way. They're going from Babylon, swinging up north and then way down south, west, to Canaan. But they stop in Syria at Haran, as far as they get. So they went from Babylon to Syria. That's west. And they haven't dropped down south. And then Terah dies. So Avram is left there. And this is when God talks to him. And he says, lech lecha, from your land, ma'artzecha, and from your birthplace. I can't say this word very well. Umimoledatecha. It's a tough one. But it really means from your birth.
12 what?
12:1. So he says, leave your land and your birth and go to the land that I'm going to show you. Look at that. Go to the land I'm going to show you. But they were already on their way there. So I believe it was the Holy Spirit that put it into Terah to say, go to Canaan. Nobody's seen it yet. They don't know what it is. They've never seen it. Now Avram sees it because he says, I'm going to show it to you. So God's going to show it to Avram. He hasn't seen it yet, but he's going to very shortly. To the land I'm going to show you, and I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, and so you shall be a blessing.
So this is what I want you to see. These words, lech, lecha. I'm going to leave this word here. This is the word al, which we're going to get to in a while.
What's the word which, I'm sorry?
Al. But lech, lecha is two words that are written the same. Lech, lecha. The only thing that's different is the vowels. And it literally means go. Lech means go. It's the same word as holech, which means to walk. So he's saying walk, go. In Arabic they say yeleh, 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 which means walk or go. Same thing.
Halacha.
Yeleh. And the word halacha, the way we do Judaism, is the same word. Holech, to walk. Go. What is this? Lecha. Anybody know? To you. To yourself.
Go walk to yourself.
Yep. That's what he said. Go to you. He doesn't say,
That's interesting.
isn't that strange?
Yeah, that's good.
That has bothered me for more than 30
I
years.
think
those
it's
words.
bothered everybody that
Yeah.
reads this.
Go to you. Go to you. From where? From what? What did he say go from?
From your family, your land, and
From your land
and your birth.
and your birth. Go from your land and from your birth to you.
It's like you're discovering yourself.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Because we're constantly reinventing ourselves, trying to figure out who we are. You know, so that makes
That's what I want to talk about.
Go to Israel because you will be Israel.
Yes, that's very good. Go to Israel because you will be Israel.
You know, the Australians, they call it a
Walkabout.
Right.
Walkabout.
They go to find themselves.
I wonder where they got that idea from.
Right.
So, these are very strange words, but they're very deep. It's after God said lech lecha to Avram that all the promises came to Avram. All of them. They're all in this Torah portion. Every single promise he got is in this Torah portion. Now here's the trippy part. How old is he when this happens?
Oh,
How old?
100? Like 100?
No, he's not
No, it's
100.
not that old.
No?
Okay, let's keep reading. Verse 4. It'll say, so Avram went forth as the Lord had spoken to him. So if he went as the Lord spoke to him, what did he do?
He went to himself.
He went to himself. Just like God told him. He went to himself, and Lot went with him, and Avram was 75 years old. Yes? He's 75. I'm going to write it down. When God says, lech lecha, he's 75. How old was he when he died? You know? Go to Genesis 25.
He was born in 1948. That doesn't tell me what we're looking for. Sorry.
Verse 17. These are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. I'm sorry, verse 7. I'm sorry. And these are all the years of Abraham's life that he lived, 175 years. So how long did he live after God spoke to him, lech lecha? How long?
100 years.
Right. Guess what this equals
100.
in gematria? Lech 20. Kaf is 30. 20. 30. 50 and 50 is what?
100.
Equals 100.
Cool.
Now it gets better. And he lived exactly 100 years in order to find himself. He went on a journey to discover himself for exactly 100 years. Exactly 100 years. And he found what he was looking for, but it's maybe not what you think. He found what he was looking for. He found himself. And in verse verse 8 of 25, it says, and Abraham breathed his last and died in a ripe old age, an old man and satisfied, and he was gathered to his people. I thought God said, leave your people.
Yeah.
And now he's gathered to his people.
He's got new people.
And where is he, by the way?
That's right.
Where is he?
Canaan.
He's in Canaan. He's in Israel. There is no people. He has no people in Israel. And yet he's gathered to his people.
And new people.
He's got no people in Israel, but he's gathered to his people. So that tells you that wherever he was gathered to, it ain't in Israel.
Huh?
It's not in
Was
Israel.
he gathered back to where you're from?
No, because God told him to leave where he was from. God told him to leave your birth.
And where's his people?
Exactly. That's the question. And where was he going? And what did he find? And there's all these questions I'm left with. Go find yourself. Now do it for 100 years. And what does he find? And where does he go? And why is he going for 100 years? I'm left with lots and lots of questions. Gathered to his people, but his people aren't there. Right? Okay, let's go back to Genesis 12, back to lech, lecha. Very strange, right? Go to yourself. Now, if I was a Reformed Jew who didn't believe in Yeshua, I would say, oh, that's very nice. We are supposed to go into ourselves, do meditation, get in touch with our inner being, and therefore find satisfaction. And that's the bottom line. That's the end of the story. Except that he goes to Israel, and he's gathered to his people who aren't in Israel. Does that